Perspective. This artistic technique allows for a representation of depth and space, allowing for a depiction of a three-dimensional space on a two-dimensional surface. This technique came into wide use beginning in the artistic Renaissance, with artists shifting from the more primitive, flat image drawings as seen in cave paintings or the wall paintings of the ancient Egyptians, to the sophisticated depictions of the world as we see it. After the development and widespread use of perspective, the intricacy, along with the capacity to display complexity and depth in a world of art, increased dramatically. It gave artists the ability to depict a wider, realer view of our world.
Perspective is not prevalent in just works of art. It can also be a part of our mental state and mind, and affect the way our minds perform. Mental perspective is the way we take in and digest the information around us.
Sometimes we find ourselves so focused on one thing in our life, putting so much care into what we're doing that we find ourselves just staring at some small part of it, blowing it way out of proportion and taking so much emotional burden from something that, in logical consideration, really isn't too big of a deal. Sometimes we need to take a step back, look at what we're doing from a different angle. Step back, shift your mentality, and you'll realize you're missing a bigger, more beautiful picture.
This idea of mental perspective may dictate how one acts towards something and their mood according to it. Having a negative outlook or perspective on something can lead to undesired outcomes in life. We interviewed one of our fellow students from our school, Heimal Madan, about his experience with his perspectives during his career in high school tennis.
Well, my first year of tennis, after tryouts it looked pretty good. Stuff was going well, I was doing well in practice, but in the end I ended up being benched in favor of other players, and in that I played maybe a couple rounds a game, but every match. But the main thing I remember was feeling really frustrated, like a lack of hope, a lack of confidence in my skills, and a lot of nerves before matches.
This affliction of negativity and frustration resulting from the wrong perspective can carry towards aspects of an individual's life, such as when they're trying to win a game or a match.
Oh my god, these guys are so bad. What the heck? Dude, you're supposed to go over there. Oh, they're so bad. We're gonna lose this game. We're not winning. There's no way we're winning. We lost! Oh my god, my team is so bad. Oh, this sucks so much! My team is so bad.
This same type of negativity that comes from a fouled perspective doesn't simply imply one's enjoyment in leisure activities. It can also lead to degrading functions in much more of the individual's important activities in their life, such as education and school.
Yo, dude, wait. What up?
Summer. All I've been doing since
How's the test?
Having a negative perspective can cause an individual to stress out and brashly overreact. This stress can carry throughout a course of time and be detrimental to the person's future actions as their mind is filled with harmful thoughts. In this case, the person's stress caused by his perspective may lead to poor performance during school in the future.
Alright, so what was it like when you played a match and you lost, or it didn't go as you planned?
Well, when I started matches back in freshman year, I always got this little pit in my stomach, a feeling of nervousness. What if I mess this up? What if it goes wrong? And after losing, it was the same, just frustration, anger, if that happened. If I won, it was good, but largely I just remember not being happy with how it was.
Alright, so how do you deal with that then?
Well, something I learned these past couple years is everything has its place, and things aren't always as big as they seem. Going into a match, you can be nervous, but if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, what does one match matter? I'm going to play maybe hundreds throughout my high school career. This is one opponent in one time at one point in my life, and if I let it affect me for the rest of it, I'm just going to regret that, So the way I saw it is, nerves aren't getting me anywhere, but if I go into this feeling confident, I'll remember that and feel better about it.
Alright, so where are you right now, seriously?
Right now, well, now I'm on the varsity team, and this past year I served as the JV captain. And I was a lot more confident with my skills and playing, and I think the fact that I've learned to deal with the stress of being in a match situation is what really got me to how I am today, or the satisfaction with myself compared to what I was.
So, in general, you're just not letting stuff get to you, just thinking about taking it at face value.
Yeah, take it as it is, There's always a choice in life. We can be nervous, and if you think about it, stress and nerves don't really get you anywhere. It's a choice, in my opinion, sometimes. You can make the choice to be nervous, or you can think, where is this going to get me? If I'm nervous now, is it going to help me in what I'm doing? And the truth is, it isn't. So if you can fight off those nerves, you'll feel a lot better. And the best feeling is when you overcome that and get to where you're going. Or even if you don't get to where you're going, the fact that you overcame that.
Alright, thanks, Emil.
Just as Hamel said, treating things that may make you angry or work you up as just natural parts of life and accepting them will make life much more easy and smooth. Looking at life from this perspective helps one remain calm and reevaluate their actions more thoughtfully. Much more can be achieved when a person is at ease and functioning properly.
Gotta do another one. Gotta stay positive. Gotta think about teamwork and working together. Don't get mad. Yes, nice. Nice. Alright, okay. That's good. Alright, okay, looking good. Nice. Awesome. Keep going, you guys. We got this. Oh, nice. Keep going. Finally, we won a game. Nice. Yes. Victory. Yes. Woo. Yeah.
After all is said and done, the final consideration is whether you are going to let one result define you. You have to consider whether or not all this worry and misery is worth it. Taking a step back is a skill we're not used to in our forwards and upward society. But getting caught up in the mindset of making a big deal and stressing out over everything can be very harmful and overall demotivating. Every day we find ourselves giving us a hard time on what seems like a colossal failure at the time, only to move on a little later and realize that in fact it wasn't that big of a deal. Really think, in the context of your life, your career, your following months, exactly how much of an impact will that one mistake have? Is that one thing you most likely won't remember a few years, months, or even weeks from now worth all this agony? They say hindsight is 20/20, but maybe it's time for a new prescription.